Welcome to this video tutorial on how to get started with Scaffold-ETH2. Scaffold-ETH2 is an incredible developer tool for rapidly developing, deploying, and testing on-chain applications on any EVM network. In this video, I'll guide you through the initial setup and show you how to add custom RPC endpoints. In our case, we'll be using public RPCs powered by targetNetworks and hosted by Nodies. I'll be using Cursor as my IDE instead of Visual Studio Code to illustrate the productivity boost from leveraging AI assistance in a developer environment. Before you begin, you need to make sure you have Node, Yarn, and Git already installed. Let's dive on in. We have two options. 1. Use Git close to clone the repo, or 2. In beta, use the npx command npx create-eth at latest to bootstrap the project directly. We're going with option 2. Bootstrap the project with the command npx create-eth at latest. You'll be presented with a series of prompts. Project name, input your project name. Let's go with SE2 Nodies. Solidity framework. Which Solidity framework do we want to use? Hardhat or Foundry? Let's choose Hardhat. Install packages. Type in Y, then press enter. It shouldn't take long. Oh no, it looks like we ran into an issue. I'm using a Windows gaming PC instead of my daily driver MacBook Pro, but I think we can brute force it. Let's CD back into the folder. Then I am gonna guess, but let's try yarn install. Heck yeah, that worked. Alrighty, moving forward. Now that our installation is complete, let's configure the development environment for Scaffold-ETH2. A heads up, we'll need multiple terminal windows. Step 1, initialize a local blockchain. In the first terminal, run a local network with the command yarn chain. This command starts a local Ethereum network using hardhat. The network runs on your local machine and can be used for testing and development. You can customize the network configuration in the hardhat.config.ts file, which we will definitely do after we finish setting up the environment. Step 2. In the second terminal, deploy the test contract with the command yarn deploy. This command deploys a test smart contract to the local network. The contract can be modified to suit your needs and found in packages /hardhat/contracts file. You can also try copying and pasting stuff from Solidity by example. The yarn deploy command uses a deploy script to deploy the contract to the network. Step 3. In the third terminal, start your Next.js app with the command yarn start. Visit your web application on localhost. You can interact with your smart contract using the contract component or the example UI in the front end. Step 4. Onwards to customize the network configuration by changing the Alchemy URL endpoints to instead leveraging public RPCs powered by targetNetworks and hosted by Nodies. Side note, the public RPCs use the gateway server under the hood. I've already added docs to Cursor so it has context of not only my local codebase, but also relevant documentation. Instead of manually changing the RPC URLs myself, I'm having Cursor do all the heavy lifting. First, I highlight the section in the hardhat.config file that contains the network URLs. I then ask Cursor ++ in chat to swap out the endpoints for Pocket's public RPCs, referencing Nodies docs and pulling from it. This is done by mentioning the documentation with an @ symbol, in my case at Nodies DLB. All we have to do is click apply in chat. It edits the highlighted portion automatically. We just have to accept it. This can be done even more hands-off if I had changed something in my settings ahead of time. Maybe I'll make a follow-up video going over other features. Step 5. Hop over to the scaffold config file. To change the network, simply edit chains, hardhat to whatever network you'd like to use in targetNetworks. For example, to show that Pocket Public RPC works, we'll use chains.optimism Sepolia. To demonstrate the AI code editor even more, we highlight the part we want to change. In the chat, we ask to replace the target network with Optimism Sepolia and to reference the VEM docs. I personally like to keep the burner wallet on, so let's change that from true to false. This makes the burner wallet available on networks outside of local hardhat. As you can see, we are now on Optimism Sepolia, and that's it. You've successfully set up Scaffold-ETH2 and learned how to configure networks. Scaffold-ETH2 is a powerful tool that simplifies the development process, allowing you to focus on building on-chain applications. Play around and find out. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe for more tutorials. Thanks for watching.